Hello guys and welcome to another legendary stream right here on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you so much, Dogmas. Congratulations on being first. Noah, welcome in. Seb, welcome in. And Ethan! Let's freaking go. Welcome in as well. Hope you all are freaking doing amazing and excited for today's stream as much as I am. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate every single one of you guys being here because today is going to be insane. And I'll explain in a second what we're going to go through. But first, reading Noah's message here. Finally regaining my mechanical skills in games. I mean, absolutely getting correct again after a month of half. Yes. I mean, it's crazy how you're saying you're like mid and you're like better than I would have ever been after like 3 months of dedicated practice. Like, you're still on a pretty insane level, in my opinion. So yeah. You have some unfortunate sad news? No. Okay. This is the last stream. Next one I'll be watching in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, it's not gonna be the end of the world, I hope. I mean, yeah. There's not much I can do. It's not gonna be like you losing a tremendous amount of points. It's just gonna make everything take 2 weeks longer. Which is not crazy. Like, you've gotten pretty far, Seb. So VIP is not gonna take too much longer. Finally got a new long-term hardcore world, currently at Pro 3. Oh my god, it's still alive! Oh my god, it's still alive! It's just dying for 2 weeks straight. Yeah. 4 days left. I'm gonna stay on Windows 10 as long as I can. Because the crazy thing is, I can't even update my old PC. I don't know if I mentioned this. No, I have Windows 10 Pro, like, for ages now. And I'm just sticking on Windows 10. They can't do anything about it. Because, like, it's only that you're not getting security updates. So, as time goes on, my system is just going to be more and more vulnerable to threats. But that should be about it. And I feel like I can deal with those, for the most part. So, no, they can't force me. They cannot force. They'll get mad, but you can still turn off the auto updating. No, the crazy part is, my PC that I used to use back in the day with the 1080 Ti, the 7700K, like a pretty good PC even for today's standards, that PC is too old and not compatible for Windows 11. Like, what? I mean, my laptop is a lost cause anyways. But how? How is that possible? Because I thought, like, okay, I might have a chance to update my old computer first and, like, see how everything goes. Honestly, I don't even know what I want to test. And then update this one. But I don't know. With every second that passes, I'm, like, less confident that I want to go to Windows 11. Like, I don't know. There's just no benefit for me personally. I'm just scared things break. Because Windows updates have broken stuff in the past. And so I just don't trust them. Right, just don't trust them. It's insane. Yes, I've been to the US twice, actually. I've been to the US once through a scout camp. Well, that was actually the second time already. In West Virginia, New York, visiting some big places. And then first time was basically like a car tour, like a 4-week tour from like Nashville, Tennessee, down to like Florida. That was pretty fun. Also included some kayaking and some adventure stuff. That was awesome. No, my time in the US was awesome for sure. Yeah, but it's weird because if you wipe everything on a PC and do a fresh Windows 11 install, I think the barrier for the Windows 11 installation is way lower. It's just this upgrading. So this inconsistency makes no sense. It makes no sense. Hope not gonna miss the Copper Cape. We don't know yet what the deadline for that will be. Because we don't know the challenge yet. That will definitely be interesting. Maybe I can even get that on stream. Since Better Edition should be working. Wait, I think that they said with the Copper Cape that you can get it on Java and Bedrock. We'll see. Well, the challenges are currently running like 500 million copper golems have to be placed or something. Well, people will do that. That'll work for sure. Because the first challenge is already done. The second one is the 500 million. And we'll see. Yeah, also about me, because Ethan was asking about it as well. It was an interesting first week for uni. I feel like I've kind of gotten into it. I've managed to get most of it sorted. There's still lots to do, and I'm not like fully where I want to be in terms of like the work that I've done. I mean, there haven't really been any homeworks. Any of the homeworks that I had, I've done already. It's still like every lecture is kind of just getting started, so it's still a little overwhelming with everything. But I'm getting in there. To be fair, today, especially today, I've kind of put uni on the back burner because we're gonna get into that right now. The next Advanced release is ready and is out. I did a small mistake, which like it doesn't matter too much, but I might mention it here, and I'll mention it on the next release. Since the auto updating is non-destructive, meaning I have no way of deleting files through the auto update. I can only replace files that have the same name, but I cannot delete files. I need to make one thing clear. If you guys update to the latest version, it shouldn't break anything. It just results in a duplicate of the same template. Basically, go update to the latest version, and then go into templates, and then within 1.20.10 and 1.11, you'll have a folder called all. So in both 1.21.10 and 1.21.11, you'll have a folder called all. This was a mistake on my side. Just rename it to _all trims. You can also delete it, and it will be replaced in the next auto update. But just make sure for 1.21.10 and 1.21.11, you rename this all folder to all _trims. As with the next update, you'll have it all twice. This was a mistake on my side, and I cannot do anything about that anymore. So whatever. Yeah, rename it to all trims, because otherwise it will result in you having these templates twice with the exact same name. It shouldn't cause issues, it's just that you'll have duplicate templates, which is kind of not necessary. I'll mention this in the next release. If it causes issues, just delete one of them, or like just delete the all folder. And if it does not cause issues, then it does not cause issues. It's just the fact that I can't replace stuff. So, very quick update. The tracker has a new release that I basically worked on the entire day today. It took a little longer than I thought because I kind of messed something up, and then kind of went on a fixing spree after that. A little annoying, but everything should be sorted out now. Let's quickly go through the release notes. So it's version 392, and this makes the tracker pretty much feature complete. Obviously, the tracker release will be ready as soon as I'm done with the release video. I have been working hard as well on the release video. Oh, Calcite is so good. Calcite is so underrated. I've been working hard on the release video script. There is still stuff missing. You guys can see I'm already on like 6 pages. One thing I want to make clear. I will not be using AI for any of my video scripts, nor any of my thumbnails. I want to stay true to my channel, so keep that in mind. Everything here is fully typed by me, and by me only. Because that is very, very important to me personally. I mean, I study AI, and I think AI is a great tool, but especially for things around my YouTube channel, everything should be fully authentic, and it has to be me. It has to freaking be me. So, spell check is AI. That is true. That is true. But the spell checking is pretty much still as it used to be back in the day. I guess you're right. But, you know, there's still issues. And see, there's even a typo here. So, this is fully typed by me. Yeah, I mean, the spell checking, yeah. No, I guess I have no way of avoiding that. But I just want to make that clear that I've basically planned the full release once the release video is ready. Most importantly, I'll show it right here off the bat. Gonna be in the debug mode here. I've added 2 more major features. Obviously, 1.21.11 support is already there, and that leads me to the end of today's stream. I'm super sorry for like Ethan and other inconvenient time zones, but roughly 6 hours into today's stream, since tomorrow's stream, I also have to mention that tomorrow's stream is gonna start roughly 75 minutes later. I cannot do anything about that. Yeah, no generative AIs, exactly. Tomorrow's stream is going to start roughly 75 minutes later. Tomorrow will be Cheat Inventory Challenge again. Maybe we'll have a little bit of zero practice before that. We'll see, but tomorrow's stream is going to start a little later, which is why I want to make up for it today. And today, more towards the end of the stream, after like 6 hours, we are going to experiment with how did we get here setups for 1.21.11 because the Breath of the Knowledge effect, which only lasts 2 seconds, got added. I mean, I've seen some designs. I pretty much know what I want to be going for, but I still want to experiment with it myself. And, well, how to get here got a little harder. I don't think that much harder. I don't think it's as bad as it could have been, because I've seen some designs already. So we'll look into that. So I can, yeah, just kind of try out and test out some how to get here designs. Because, very conveniently, I'll be making the how to get here tutorial, the next one, for 1.21.11 instead. And I've also decided that I will make a tutorial on how did we get here 2.0 for 1.21.11. That also means I'll update the data pack on the Planet Minecraft page. That will also be fun. That will also be fun. For those that don't know, how to get here 2 is the advancement where you have to kill a mob with every potion effect while you have every effect. So it basically adds another very complicated step to the already difficult how to get here. So yeah, I want to make the hardest advancement I currently know of even harder and make a tutorial for it. That will be a lot of fun as well. So I'm planning on doing that as well. So I'm working on videos, and especially the release video for the tracker to kind of really give it a go on the main channel. The release video for the tracker will be with the full release of it. Because if I look into my... Oh, what am I doing? If I look into my notes right here, it's basically marking the full release. So if I go all the way down, there's not really a lot of things to do anymore. That's virtual machine stuff. Right here. Because, I mean, this is where we are. Finish release video. Then this is actually already done. The Chinese translations are done. I still need to do the German translations for 1.21.11. But it's like changing 3 words, and I'm too lazy for that right now. And then it's the full release. I will be looking into how I can optimize the tracker for GPU rendering, but this might literally be impossible. And then some other fonts, but this is literally, yeah, and then obviously I have to look into, I can only fully add all the 1.21.11 icon files once the release of that version is out, because I downloaded it from a specific GitHub page. And yeah, and also adding some more icons, but these are very, very small things. So the tracker is now feature complete because, I've added 2 major things. If we go into the template editor, we now have the option to, let's just go for like 2x2 or something. We now have an import criteria option. Dude, I find coding in HTML so fun, actually. Yeah, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Noah, this is the start of something great. This is the start of something great. So, the import advancement criteria button, and you should select advancement file. I also already updated the reference files. You just saw me double click. I can show that again. I have a 1.21.11 advancements file here. So this includes all the advancements from the latest snapshot already. So that's updated. This is the same folder that you get into when you click the help button, by the way. This is the reference files folder. So if you open it, this opens up, and yeah, I just select this, and now you can see it pre-searches for the advancement that we're currently in. So currently I'm editing the red all animals, so 2x2 advancement. And so the only options I have here are choosing criteria from this advancement. So you can literally not do anything wrong. Only criteria can be selected in this mode. So it's very clear. You have the option to shift select multiple. You can select them all, or you can deselect them all, and you'll be good to go. This might be an issue if it's only that being selected. I think nothing will happen. Yeah. So you literally can't break it. And this is checked by default, searching within the criteria. And you have no other option but to search within this specific advancement. So you can literally not import anything wrong. And I had to make sure, because wherever you can import advancements, it's like the same window, but different control buttons and different text here. So it was slightly complicated managing these windows. Import advancements from file. Here it says import advancement criteria. So it's all uniquely defined. And Noah, if you manage to break it, please do so. And I need to know how you broke it, and then I'll fix it. No, I need people to break it. This is like very good. So please manage to break it. And yeah, there we go. So you have this import. I also removed the X button for any of the imports within the template editor, or like the edit template screen. I've removed all the X's because they weren't handled properly, and you just press escape and it cancels, or you press the cancel button down here. That's all handled perfectly. And so yeah, I also had to make sure that this all goes in sync with importing the criterion, because all these interfaces are slightly different, because here you can only select one, and it shows one advancement, one criteria. And for the advancement stage, you can only select advancements, but also only one. And then this is unchecked. So it was quite tricky to get everything kind of line up, because here, when you select an advancement, it also shows only 0 out of 1 advancements. I had to make everything in sync. But I got it working. That was the hardest part today. And what I kind of already did yesterday, look at this, guys. This was the last thing to make it fully feature complete. I'm just gonna make a new template. I'm basically gonna create a new template called test2, and all I'm gonna do is just add a new stat by importing it. Boom, stone axe. Stone axe is imported, make sure to save, and that's already it. I can already select this template here. It has no icon, it's just the Minecraft use stone axe stat. And now if I enable the overlay, first of all, you can see that the progress text, it only shows the progress. It doesn't show any advancement count or achievement count, because there are no achievements. So it just removes that. That's one thing I changed, but I think already in the last release. The most important thing is, if I now complete the stone axe stat, this would basically be using a stone axe once, yeah. But I can also check off stats manually. Oh, this is interesting. Why are you there? Why is that test there? Why did it not get an image? Uh-huh. Okay, I still run into an issue. It's left over from my debug code, but why did it not get an issue? Get a texture. That's interesting. Okay, I'm not gonna bother about that on stream, but the point is, I now have a way for donations or supporters to be visible on stream when a run is completed. So that's pretty cool. Yes. So, I mean, I still have to manually add it right here. But I think this is one of the important things. I've added Twitch emotes. So these are just hard-coded here. It should randomly choose from them. And it failed to load an icon. Did I change the naming of a file? But yeah, here you can see it has, different names. Nobody has donated yet with the donation amount. And the cool thing is, we run this. Yeah, that's still there. It puts the completed advancement background for like, so imagine every donation is ranked by its amount, and then it puts the completed advancement background for the highest third of donations. Then for the middle third of donations, it puts the half done texture, and for the incomplete one, or for the lowest donation amounts, for the lowest third of within the ranking, I guess, it puts the incomplete texture. And obviously we have animated textures as well. And with that, I'll definitely be adding more Twitch emotes to be here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely missing an emote here. I'm just straight up missing an emote because people love is just not in here. This emote is just not in here. Well, that explains a lot. I will just download that again. That should be the fix already. Guess it's a little unlucky. Why did that not make it? Okay, whatever. Just go here. We'll fix it right now. People love. So I can definitely be adding more and more. I think I just took the first one because it has the most channels. More, download, PNG, 4x size. Then we'll go take that, paste it in here. The file naming should already be correct. And if I now, maybe it already works. Nope, I think I have to, if I restart the overlay, is that already enough? Nope, I have to reset the character. Oh wait, okay. It's because I need to do this. Added people love emote. Okay, that's annoying though, because that's going to be wrong in the release. Okay. But that is very, very cool. And that should be fixed now. So let me just again create a quick template that I can like very easily complete. Test, edit template. And I'll just import a stat from the stats file. Crying obby this time. And then I just need to make sure and select it. Bang. And enable the overlay. Bang. It's just the crying obsidian thing. If I now check that off, bang. We now have people love in here as well. Glorp spin is spitting. Or whatever, the hog spin. No, this is super awesome. So basically, we have a donation screen now. My rule is that if you donate and put Advancedly somehow into the donation message, then it's when I'll add it here. So this is kind of, because it runs through the same donations as for the stream. I'll keep it that way for now. I'm not going to set up like a Patreon or whatever, because what am I going to put there? So yeah, you just mention Advancedly in the donation and you can be featured here forever. Pretty cool. And obviously this just goes with the normal scroll speed. And since this second row always clears up when you complete a run, this is the perfect spot for it to to be. Obviously, we have a donate mentioning advancedly to be featured. Text appear, run is complete, and this is awesome. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And yeah, basically is the last feature. So we have the import criteria, just for consistency, that within advancements, if you are like, okay, I first want to just add the adventuring time advancement itself, right, without any criteria, you can do that right here. And if you then decide, I'd like to add the criteria, you're immediately here. Bang. It filters for the correct advancement. Then you just select everything, or I guess you can also, select all here, confirm input, and you'll be at the same spot, right? No difference there. Obviously, since everything uses the dirt texture, it's like the dirt texture and the dirt texture. Yeah, but it's awesome. So that's like the last import there. It's freaking amazing and freaking awesome. And lastly, I forgot to show that now. Obviously, we have the 1.21.11 all advancements templates ready here. For the optimized as well. I'm just going to show the optimized one. There we go. Took a little time to update, but that's normal. And interestingly, Mojang forgot to mention this on the patch notes. I figured this out completely on my own when I generated this new advancements file by just granting myself everything in game. You can already see the Nautilus right there. The Nautilus is already right there, but we have the zombie horse right below the zombie. I think that makes sense. We have the zombie Nautilus right below the drowned. I think that also makes sense. If you guys are like, I should reposition them in a way, let me know. But we have the zombie horse and the zombie Nautilus for Monsters Hunted, adding 2 new mobs there. And we have the Nautilus. And I put it right below the turtle, because we kind of have turtle, Nautilus, axolotl, frog, kind of these aquatic creatures down here. Yeah, I just think that's the best spot to put it. So yeah, those 3 textures, the Nautilus, the zombie horse, and the zombie Nautilus, those are the only 3 textures that I've downloaded, or the only 3 icon files that I've downloaded for 1.21.11. Everything else, I'll only be able to get into the tracker once 1.21.11 is out. Because then I download all the new textures in one go, so I don't miss anything, and I have the same naming as the other stuff. Yeah, absolutely amazing there. That's just that. That people love emote. I'll leave it like this, so after the stream, I'll remind myself of updating the release. Because then, this will be transferred properly. Otherwise, you'll have it in the next release. It's fine if it breaks. That's just unlucky. So basically, this emote, I just didn't have the PNG for it. It's okay. It's okay. So I hope you like those changes. That now makes Tracker really fully feature complete. I have the donations basically in place, and a way for basically like an incentive for people to support it. Very, very cool. Very, very awesome. Let's get into control here. And yeah, super excited about that. Because yeah, especially my parents were always like, you're doing all this for free? And I'm like, yeah, that's how it works. But I think now having a donation incentive will hopefully make this entire thing more complete. Oh god, why is he bleeding? I have not seen that emote in a while. But yeah, that is feature completeness now. Just so hype.